Afsa every few minutes. First of all, we were in Nairobi. The concert that she had left here going on. She left capable people. Very capable, by the way. Then one night we were out. Enjoying oons. Afsa, they tell her the concert is beginning and it's raining. You could think Afsa has the phone number to the rainmakers. I said, hello, boys and girls.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
We're back. Did you miss us?
We sure did. We missed you guys. Welcome to season 2. It's hard to believe we're here for season 2. Season 2 of She Knows Best.
It's not therapy, but it might help. Guys, it's been so long. I don't even know the cues anymore.
I think Kayla wants to beat us at this point. But anyway. Casta, we are here. We are back. So happy to be back. Happy New Year, guys. This is the first episode since the new year. Mukulike, internet shutdown, elections, the new year, a near World War III. Biona in the short 1 month.
We survived. We are here. In like 5 weeks, we've gone to hell and back.
Yeah. We are still here.
But we are still here.
On the verge. The other day they said we were 85 minutes to midnight. Meaning, we're on the brink of extinction with every passing day.
So please, let's live accordingly.
Casta, we are here. Yeah, but welcome back to season 2.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting us and watching and listening.
Yeah, I mean, tuning in every week. Like, you guys tuned in every week. You harassed us when we didn't put up episodes that 1 week. You harassed us when we went on sabbatical. And you know what? We welcome all of that. And we're just excited, man. Like, when we started the podcast, it was... to be honest, I didn't expect that much. But it's been surprisingly a good time. It's been received really well.
Yeah,
it's not an easy thing to shoot every week and record every week and release every week, and people still show up.
Yeah.
And people are interested in what you have to say. Because at the end of the day, we're just yappers. We're not experts on anything.
Yeah.
But somehow, people are interested.
Yeah, somehow you guys listen. First, we're just here yapping, sharing our KB, the things that we talk about over lunch, over dinner, over drinks, whatever. We're just
sharing with you,
yeah,
and hoping that you will join us in these conversations.
Yeah.
And you do, even when you find us outside.
I know.
Please forgive me when you first start with podcast, and I first have to think about it for like 5 seconds. I'm like, podcast,
yeah.
Wait, that
Bossy.
podcast,
yeah.
Bossy. But it's really cool, like, because I do truly believe it's sparked conversations at even outside of this, like at tables where I'm at, like dinners with like acquaintances, with friends. I think it has actually sparked really interest. Even with my brother, surprisingly,
yeah,
it has sparked like very interesting conversations, and I love to see it. I think that's I think my best feedback is when people are like, yeah, I always feel like I'm the third person in the room with you guys. I'm like, that is the goal. So I hope you continue to feel like that.
Yeah, I've had people walk up to me and say like, oh yeah, that episode, like I really felt like I was a part of the conversation, or they were listening and they were like, yes, that point. You know, so yeah, I'm glad you guys love the podcast, and we're happy to continue doing it. It started as a passion project.
And it's going to continue, I think, as a passion project. I think,
but you can also pay us.
Yeah, of course. Every day.
They sponsors our coffee. What is
economy?
Makeup is not cheap.
It's not cheap. Skincare, what? I mean, we come here every day looking fly.
We try for you guys, because we could also just show up in our pajamas. Truly,
we shall not do that.
we let's respect you also.
Yeah, exactly. So I think today's episode is just going to be us just going through the last year, and then also seeing what are the, I don't want to say goals, but like what we feel like we want this year to look like, what we would hope for it to look like. Yes, I think that's the episode. Nothing serious, just something chill.
Just some banter.
Banter, just get us back into the system.
Yeah. But first check-in. The first 5 weeks.
The first 5 weeks of the year. Oh my God. I mean, as usual, I entered into the new year working. It was, first of all, I always every time I'm working, I don't really care much about how I'm dressed. But there are a couple of events during the year, and the new year is one of them where I'm like, it doesn't matter because we have the Malembe countdown that we do every year. But I'm always like, at least at the new year, I need to get into the new year like all dolled up in a dress, heels, makeup, everything.
Sequins the whole nine.
Sequins the whole nine. Exactly. You guys, this year, I entered in jeans.
Oh, man.
The hair was over how, guys. I really, like, I just, I went back home. I was like, I hope this is not a sign for the rest of the year.
No, gosh, no.
But yeah, other than that, like, of course, I entered the year working. But it's been, and usually I like to get into the year, like, really chill because I know how the rest of my year is going to be. But this year started on a bang. Like, guys were work, emails, what. And then, of course, we had
internet shut down
because we were voting.
Yeah. Our lives stopped
Completely.
for a good 1 week.
But it's, to be honest, I am still in shock that actually happened.
No, everyone is in shock. You know, when we came back online, like many of my friends abroad were texting me, and they're like, "So, you mean these guys? Your government wakes up and shuts down a whole country, like
completely,
like zero, like." Dark.
Zero out thinking. Exactly. It's actually dark. You know, the kids were like, but they should have, at least, they should have taken off the electricity and left the...
Yeah.
But no, honestly, to be honest, I was in shock until the last minute. I remember I was at the studio and we were working, and then I get then the letter started circulating, the ECC letter. Guys, in those 2 hours, I think I got it like at 4. And I'm scrambling. I'm trying to like send emails. You have deadlines that week. I'm trying to like send people emails, maybe see if there's some things I can send before. I was scrambling for my life. But in all of that, the 2 things I remember to do. I remember to download books on my Kindle and to go to fans videos. But when we entered that fans videos,
can you go?
Bus park. It's like even her, bruh. It was crazy.
I wish I had that foresight.
The thing is, I had been thinking about it because I'd already said, I was like, if they shut us down, I'm going to go to fans. But I didn't think they were going to do it, guys. I didn't. Like, honestly, I was like, rumors, lies. They could never.
How? But you see, they told us. They told us the week before or 2 weeks before.
No, but they also said they are not
going to shut us down. Yeah,
yes.
that's what I'm saying. They told us that they wouldn't shut it down. So it was like a shock that they actually went ahead and did
you guys, first of all, you lied to us.
Then my sister told me, she said, the problem is you have too much. You have too much faith in people.
You are telling people human rights.
I was there jazzing. Meanwhile, this is 1 hour too. I was on a call when my sister was telling me they are going to shut us down at 6:30. This is 5. I had been gallivanting, running errands. I come back. I'm on a call. At that point, I'm on a call with some people in Kenya. And then I said, you know what, guys? They're about to switch us off. So if the internet goes off while I'm on this call, understand. But I was still debating with my sister. The other side, she was telling me, I'm on the phone with someone who's on the inside. They're saying they're going to switch us off. And I'm like, no way.
There's no way.
Human rights, you're going to shut down the economy, what? People's work, jobs. So I get another email. The next day I was supposed to be on a call with some guys in the UK. Please tell me why I'm saying I said
how crazy that sounds.
Thank you. I said I will be available tomorrow 10 a.m. UK 2 p.m. UK time. Then I said, but if I've not emailed you by 10 a.m. East Africa time, I said indeed the internet is off. And indeed the internet was off. I said, what a wow. And it was the unfortunate bit is it was a contract that needed to be completed. Like we needed to do the process before the end of the week. So Friday reaches. I'm still not back online.
That's how people lost money for sure.
People lost money. People lost work. Now, like I was so lucky that the person I was working with, like my point of contact, was so understanding because when we came back online, they told me, yeah, we saw on the news, we know what happens in the global south. Things are so difficult for you guys. I'm like,
first of all,
we can't be saved. No, the problem is we can't be helped.
That's true. We
can't be helped.
But I guess because you can't. How do you fight in that situation? How do you fight? Because evidence.
People, when they say Africans are suffering,
You can't go there and be like, we are not suffering. Madam, you just came back
But
from
we're
an
going to
internet
black for 1 week.
$100. You get, but also to be honest, first of all, I mean, the thing is, for some people it's deep. Now you see, like for her situation, it was that deep. But now you're buying those $100 SIM cards to just go on Snapchat. Now that's a different situation.
That's a different situation.
You get, but like if you're working, then I get it. But otherwise, man. Anyway, it was. But also like, it just reminded me how much Ugandans can't take anything seriously, because the jokes that were flowing. Someone was saying like, if you want Gen Zs to take it seriously, you remind them that their Snapchat tricks are about to what?
They're about to expire. They give you back as tricks
for Uganda. Are you serious? You see. Even Snapchat is like, let's be consider this one.
these caperes that are suffering.
Okay.
No, let me tell you, my daughter was so stressed.
They were so stressed. Even my nephew was so stressed. He wasn't understanding. He was like, what do you mean? Because now they are sending passwords to like their friends outside of the country. I'm like, you guys.
But first of all, even like the whole internet shutdown situation, the whole fuss around our elections is just insane to me. Yeah. Because you've shut down the internet, people are not working. Okay, great. Then there's 2 days that are declared public holidays for people to vote or what to go and vote. Great. But you mean like our entire lives, the whole economy, everything,
has
children
to
going
stand
to
still because
everything
of voting.
stops because of voting. Our children can't go to school because of voting. For them, they're not voters.
But auntie, that's the thing, of course.
So for 1 whole week, and then now you're telling children that they need to go back to school on 10th Feb. Guys, what?
It's madness. It's crazy. But also for me, it's like just that act alone. You wonder. You're like, how does that happen? And then you expect us to go to the polls. You expect people to show up at the polls when you've just showed them power. You're like, we can do this. This is how we move. This is how we're going to move. But then you expect me to go to the poll and vote. Not even for you, by the way. Just be participating in that whole situation is wild. You get
I don't know. It's a madness. I don't know what's going on, but it's mad.
Man,
and it's not sustainable.
But of course not. Of course not. Especially not in this world that we're living in.
Because let me tell you, one of the things that and we're discussing it the other day, one of the things that I discovered when it comes to people, the economy being shut down, there was, I saw an article about how we have a gaming community in Uganda, and I didn't know.
Yeah,
like a whole gaming community. And these are kids, apparently these are kids making money off gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just like, so this is lost income for these kids. You're the one saying high unemployment. Yeah? The kids have figured out that for them, they've decided to employ themselves. Gaming is I know abroad it's like a very massive industry,
like $1 billion industry.
It's billions and trillions of dollars in industry. So these kids have figured out a way to tap into that market or that that economy to make some money to live.
But that's the thing. But Liz, if you think about it, like now you've talked about gaming, but if you think about it, again, because of that unemployment, of course, like people have tried to figure out how to think it. I was thinking about, and we're talking about it, and we're trying to list down that, leave alone the normal business day, even internet transactions. At some point, Snapchat started closing down their thingies because the outlets, because
the branches,
because they want us to do banks. Internet banking. Stanbic the same. I don't know if they're closing, but they've been pushing for internet banking. You get, so a lot of those transactions, those traditional business transactions,
analog,
still at this point depend on, they pay their people through online portals, things like that.
Yes.
But now, if you go back to the ones that actually depend on internet, you go to a company like Glovo.
That's their whole business model.
That's the entire business model. But also, you're not even just thinking of Glovo. You're thinking of the small businesses that actually earn through Glovo.
Because Glovo is just the aggregator.
Exactly. They're just an aggregator. Yeah. So if I can't access internet, that market woman, that restaurant, they're not going to make money that day.
Yeah, the small businesses.
Because remember also because you've told people it's insecurity, people are scared to go outside.
Yeah.
So people are really not going to restaurants like that. So the only way they would have made the money was through Glovo. Then you have a thingy like Safe Border. Safe Border, the last that, like, and this is, I might be wrong, I might be thinking, but I know it's not less than, in a day, they used to have at least, there's a point where they used to have at least 500,000 rides in a day.
Crazy business.
Crazy business. You've shut down. You get, there are border guys who's or think independent is safe border. Like for them, they go, they switch on the app and they work. Uber, same thing.
Yeah, I saw on the news they were interviewing like border riders.
Yes.
And they were saying like they lost so much income.
Because remember, they're on Uber. Some of them have like 4 apps.
Yeah, they have safe border, Bolt, Uber, everything. Yeah.
You get. Then you have now that TikTok, Instagram shop sellers.
Yeah. All those guys in Nabugabo down there, Smanya,
they all have shops.
They all have TikTok shop. Everyone is on TikTok, yeah.
You get, and that's, if you think about it, a lot of their income is going to come nowadays. A lot of their income comes from those businesses, from those online sales and stuff like that. You've cut their business.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, URA is telling us, but if IFRS is still going to be available,
and you must file 2 days early because the internet will be off. Like nothing makes sense. Me, I wonder in the people who run the show in this country.
I don't know.
Everyone at every point. Do people do like risk assessments, like risk mitigation strategy? Like what is it?
I think we're all moving on vibes and inshallah.
Because surely in an advanced economy, in a developed, okay, we are still a developing country. They are saying we are going to middle income. Someone should be there saying, guys, since we want to go to middle income,
let's know.
There are some things that are now village business. We're just like, no, seriously. Sometimes it's just village business.
Like let's something like that. Like
exactly. Let's not act like villagers. Let's find some strategy. Granted, misinformation, disinformation, and security.
There's ways to combat that without just shutting down.
And for me, maybe it's my comms background and communications training. You don't counter misinformation and disinformation by removing any information completely from people.
Because the truth is, information will move. Whether you like it or not, it will move on phones, it will move on whatever. It will move.
It will move.
It's just for you, like how do you make sure that your correct information is the one that's moving faster?
The people still
That's exactly what I was saying. You know, when it happened, I was like, but this is wild, because at some point you're going to switch it on.
It's like counterintuitive.
Unless our phones stop taking videos when internet works.
So in my mind, I was like, because at least, listen, anyway, for me, I think maybe it's my comms PR background, because what should have happened at that point in time, if you don't want misinformation to spread or disinformation, it is your job to create a pipeline of worthy and credible information.
Yeah.
Instead of just leaving the thing saying we are going to black out.
Anyway, you know what? That's a whole other thing. But like we said, we're not experts. We're just here adding our 2 cents from our experiences. Our lives.
As millennial, Gen Z, all of the above, as they keep saying.
So really. But it helped couples find out who they are. Couples, but for couples, me parents is the ones I was figuring for. You guys, even when we had funds, you guys, parents were stressed. Like now the kid is whatever, you can't put Cocomelon in front of that child. So now they were there just finding all kids things, just figuring.
There's a time when I came to your house with Abigail, with my daughter and your nephew, because they are friends. You could really see that the stress.
They were so stressed.
You can't use the phone.
It's just like, what is going on?
They had no snap.
You have to have conversations with each other. They had to have conversations, and you're like, they were so sad. Like,
they were so distressed. They went on walks. Then they went to eat food.
Like, imagine teenagers actually going outside to walk.
Yeah.
But anyway, so. Anyway, so that was the first that was the first month. Honestly, other than that, not much has happened.
We've been on the brink every day. I keep now when the internet went off, I thought we were going to come back online and find we're in World War III.
Now there is that also.
Because they had kidnapped
the other guy.
The orange Satan had kidnapped someone's president, the president of Venezuela. Then he was sending the ships to Iran. I said, Then you were talking about thinking Greenland. I said, Banange, by the time the internet comes back,
we are going to be in World War III. The World War III we were on is friendships on Snapchat. That's the only World War III as we were thinking on. The other one, I mean, that one is, honestly, at this point, since him coming to becoming president, I feel like it's every 3 weeks. We are
on the brink of world.
We are on the brink of world. He's antagonizing someone every other fortnight. If it's not this one, it's the other one. It's like, bruh, please. Anyway, so yeah, I think for us here, the one we came back to was what? Was friendships, fight, breaking, and whatever. And it's like, you guys. And there's also that one. It's like, you guys, so sweet.
Now, for me, I was not on the Snapchat. When I was at Afsa's house with Steph, is when they were bringing me up to speed. I said, wow.
Bruh.
It's
a real thing of my life, your entertainment. You guys, I'm the one entertained. I just be there, sad.
Police. People were arrested.
What? People, it's crazy. But like, for me, it's just so wild how, and I don't know, I don't think we were like that, but I think it's also because us growing up, there was this caution around the internet of like, yeah, you're in the internet, but be careful. You don't know these people, you get like, be careful what you put there. These kids put every single thing on the internet. Like, there's some things I really should not know about you.
Yeah.
There are some things I really, really should not know about you. But if you want to tell me, I'm happy.
We will watch. I'm happy. It's entertainment.
But if I really cared about you, I would tell you, don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't put that information. Because at the end of the day, even the rest of us, we don't care. For us, it's about the entertainment. So for you, you're going to be there on the internet, people are gassing you. You think, oh yeah, these are my people.
These are not your people.
They are not. So
it's real entertainment for the rest of us.
It's been a very entertaining January. Clearly, if the rest of the year is going to be like this, I don't know if I'm excited or scared.
I don't know. I don't know either. I just hope we don't go into World War.
That one. Please God, we are not ready. I cannot.
That's
really.
Right.
You know what? As millennials, we cannot take any other unprecedented times. We are tired.
No, as millennials, we are tired.
We have lived through so many unprecedented times. Bambi, but Tuleke, when we are done, our generation is done, then they can start their nonsense.
Yeah.
But please forgive us.
We want now we want precedented times.
You guys, we want to be able, we want everything to be predictable. Like, you get, when you plan for that, let it be like that. We don't want any unprecedented times.
No, we're tired of unprecedented.
So please, I beg that is not what is happening.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was January. That was a long check-in, but also it's been a very long month.
No, it's been a long ass month. But I mean, the check-in was particular check-in was relevant to the topic we have today. Yes. And like, because it's the start of the new year, so we just want to banter with you guys and
I think also just let's talk about what that means, like the start of the new year. Because I think there was something we were discussing earlier was the fact that when the new year starts, usually we have this pressure of new year, new me.
Yeah.
But I personally I truly try not to do the new year, new me. Because one, the pressure is crazy. And me, Afsa, I do not like to work under struggle. I don't like to operate under struggle. But also,
that's strange for your job because
no. Pressure is different. We're like working under pressure is different. And they're paying me. But me to pressure myself and to harass myself and to struggle because of me. No, I refuse. I refuse to put myself through that. But also, I feel like the last 2 years of my life have been very, they've been like I've been building a foundation, right? Mm-hmm. I've been building a foundation. So I would like, if I decided that, okay, this year I'm saying, oh, new year, new me, it will negate all the work that I've done. Because now what happens to all that work?
Yeah.
You get? Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm trying to live in a space of, we continue the work.
Yeah.
You get? We continue the work from whatever it was that we built. Because I truly believe I am at the brink of something, guys. I don't know. I feel it in my heart.
Yeah.
But I truly believe that I'm like, that thing where they say that you're one decision away from your whole life changing, you're 1 year away from your whole life changing. Mine is coming.
But both of us, because think about it. I was just thinking about it. We've been in our careers, or we've been in the working world for at least 10 years, like maybe 11, 12, like between, So, and that's usually the mark at which you've developed like a good, like expertise and, and all of these, experience, knowledge, and all of these things to actually break through. Like it usually happens between the 10 and 15-year mark for most people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So
it's coming. I'm right.
Yeah, it's
about
coming.
to come.
Felix, Nimbia. It's coming.
Anyway, so exactly that.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm like, I don't like to put my it's not necessarily New Year, New Me. Maybe it's like New Year, more push, more effort, things like that.
Yeah.
But I think for me also, my other thing for the year is to just leave, man.
Yeah.
Like actually leave. I was telling someone yesterday, actually Ernest Bazanye, I was talking to him yesterday, and I was telling him I feel like I've been living on autopilot for years now. Like it's just go. And he was like, what? Afsa, it doesn't, like I wouldn't say that about you. I was like, what do you mean? That is literally how. He was like, no, you seem like someone who like you set goals and you achieve them. I was like, me. Everything, a lot of the stuff that I've done is just like me. It's reactionary of like, oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Like, okay, there's this opportunity. There's this, like this, which is great. Alhamdulillah. Like, I'll never take it for granted. Mm-hmm. But now I'm at a point where I've figured out what it is that I want. Now I'm not in a position of this. I take this. I take that.
Yeah.
Now I'm in a position where I can be like, yeah, no, that's not for me.
Yeah.
That doesn't align with where I want to be or what my thing is, what my goal is. So now this year it's okay. Since I've figured that out, now take time to leave. Yeah. Like, not everyday travel for work, not everyday travel. You get like travel just because, and like actually, I know you're going to think you have something to say about this, but like actually switch off your phone, like actually be away and not away, but you still decide you're still working.
Like now the phone has been ringing.
This one is my sister. This one is my sister. I'm supposed to.
Afsa knows
I have family lunch.
She knows I have beef with her phone. She knows I have beef with her phone because even when she's here,
I have beef with my phone.
Even when she's here jazzing us, I need to leave. I need to.
She will be. Even and I have beef with my phone,
and I keep telling her, Afsa, and I'm glad you're saying these things because we are all going to hold you accountable. All of you viewers, friends, family,
everyone,
all stakeholders concerned. When you see Afsa being a prisoner to her phone, keep this conversation in mind.
Oh, just show me that clip, like,
you see?
You can be talking to Afsa and then like in a minute she's on a call and you don't know if she's still talking to you
or if she's talking to the person on the phone. Thank you so much.
Or the environment will be so loud and she'll yes.
Thank you so much. And for me, my beef with Afsa, by the way, and she knows.
I'm trying. Hey.
Let me report Afsa. No, me, I'm reporting to all of you concerned, to all our people here.
Oh my God,
and to the
audience.
Guys. Afsa refuses to delegate. You see the people here in this room, everyone here is capable. Everyone here is brilliant at what they do. But Afsa's problem, I think she has FOMO for her job. Actually, that's the problem.
It's not FOMO.
It's just FOMO. It's just FOMO. Not that people can't do. For you just have FOMO. Because let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I'm reporting Afsa. Like no, I have to report her. Anyway, let me tell you. Remember that episode when we were in Nairobi? Afsa, we went to enjoy. Okay, we had some small things to do here, to sort out here and there. But one of the main goals was to enjoy. Especially Afsa. Afsa, every few minutes. First of all, we were in Nairobi. The concert that she had left here going on. She left capable people. Very capable, by the way. Then, one night we were out.
I can't believe
enjoying oons. Afsa, they tell her the concert is beginning and it's raining. You could think Afsa has the phone number to the rainmakers. I said, the girl is not settled. Now me, that's when I real caught before her. I told her, Afsa, first of all, you're in another country.
You know what? That one was wild. That one I accept.
And then for her now she was getting pissed at me. And I kept telling her, by the way, there's nothing that you can do. If I were you,
you're not going to beat me.
If I were you, I would just settle in and enjoy my night. That girl was
but I was so stressed.
Girl was stressed. And for me, that's what I kept saying. You see, when you're saying I want to enjoy my life, you need to keep these things into account.
No, I am. Liz, I am. And that's what I'm saying.
Where
I'm
you
going
say-
to change my ways.
Where you say never chibachi. If I'm chilling on a yacht, shaking my ass on the yacht, Oba who is doing the concert Oba who is doing the event in Kampala.
That's
By
true.
the way.
That's actually, let me remind myself. I was just here looking at it. So we have an event in Kigali today. I just looking at my phone. I wanted to check. I wanted to be like, guys, how is it going? I'm like, Afsa, don't do it. Exactly.
If they tell you it's going, even if they tell you it's going badly, will you teleport?
Exactly, Liz. I've learned. I'm trying to do better. I've said I'm doing better this year. Anyway, so that's my main resolution this year, is to actually live life.
Anyway, but it's a skill we all learn, because even me right now, I only learned it recently, by the way, but I also realized I got to a point where you get burnt out doing so many things. Yeah. And I got to a point and I said, if I'm working on a project and I look at something and I'm like, will the project finish? Like, will it fall apart? Because I didn't.
Yeah, because I didn't do this.
It will not. Yeah. And then you start to realize, actually, there are very few things that will fall apart. But then that's also part of like building a team and working with people, in that it also allows people room to grow.
Yeah, true.
Because you've
allowed them,
space.
you've created the space.
You can't be the one in putting your fingers in every in every part of the project, because then what do other people do?
Yeah.
You only burn out, but you don't allow you fail to allow room for others to participate.
To grow and participate.
Yeah. So it's also something I'm learning very recently.
No, true. I mean, I 100% agree, and I'm going to do better. I'm really, really going to
Anyway, I've reported that, guys.
But guys, don't shout at me when it happens, because it takes time.
No, you guys shout at her.
It takes time, but yeah. Anyway, so for me, I think that's my thinking for the year. That's my goal ish, maybe resolution if you call it that. And that's it. Like, just try and live life, and just try to not move on autopilot as much as possible.
Yeah,
I
hear you. For me, what's my resolution? My resolutions last year was so crazy for me. I think we didn't do that recap. Anyway, we did, but at some point. But for me, last year was so crazy for me, and I keep saying it was. There's this concept around duality of life, like multiple things can coexist.
Yeah.
Like good and bad can coexist. And for me, that was last year. It was both it was like the worst year of my life, and in some ways there were moments that were very good and like reminded me of the goodness of people, the goodness of life. Like, there are moments in life where you're like, this is really dope, and I've talked about this, like, I think at some point we'll do an episode on grief, but I lost my dad. And for me, losing my dad was like one of like a canon event. Like, on social media, I keep saying like a canon event. Like, for me, it was a life-changing event, because me and my dad were like super, super, super close. And not to brag, but I know parents have a favorite child. But me, I know. And all my siblings can testify. That one. So for me, it was like a life-changing moment. Like, that day I dreaded the most, or like one of the days I dreaded the most, finally came. So it was a situation of, okay, what do I do? Like, how does this define my life?
This has happened.
Yeah, this has happened. Like now what happens? And I always thought, because me and my dad were so close, I thought it would finish me. Like, I always said, like, I don't know how I can live in this world without my dad. And many times when I'm in my bed or when I wake up in the morning, and I tell myself, like, you mean you're living in this world without your dad? Like, you mean my dad is not here for me? Wow. Like, how? And sometimes I get so angry and I'm like, Kale, you guy, you abandoned.
Yeah, like you just left.
Like, you just left me. So like, for me, it was like a real life-changing event. But I'm also glad that I was in the mental space already, and I had reached a certain level of growth to accept it also. Because like, had it happened even just 2 years ago, I don't think I would be here, guys. I wouldn't be a living, walking human being. I think they would have buried me with my dad.
Probably.
So it was a situation of, it happened, but I'm glad I was in the headspace that I was in to even recognize and live in the good moment.
Yeah.
And and be grateful and exercise gratitude, because that's something I did like constantly over the year. Even in the bad moments, I was like, I'm grateful for certain things. Like when he was sick and he was in the hospital, I was like, you know what? I'm grateful that I can be with him. It's a bad situation, but I'm here with him.
Yeah.
And I kept looking for the like glimmers of hope throughout the year.
That's interesting.
And the pockets of joy. There's this quote that I have on my IG. It says, micro joys are how you overcome macro grief, or something like that.
Okay.
So I purposefully looked for moments of joy last year. Like I remember, like we were talking the other day, like my birthday was such a great time for me. Like when we did that trip to Nairobi, that was like so much fun for me, and I was so happy. Like New Year's with my family was so amazing. So like those moments of joy really made a difference. So like even with this new, I feel like when you experience a loss of that magnitude, it kind of changes your perspective on life.
Yeah, true.
And I feel like I've gotten to a point in my life where I'm like, nothing can break me.
Yeah. That like I remember, man, that's the thing with grief. It's first, like there's a thing in Islam where they say whether it's something good or bad, you say Alhamdulillah. Like I saw a TikTok the other day and someone was like, man, being Muslim is wild because people will think you're mad. Like something good happens, you're like Alhamdulillah, like thank God. And then something bad happens, you're like Alhamdulillah, thank God. And it's like, what? Like, of course, to someone else, it's like, what are you doing? But it's again that of whatever happens, you find the thing is of gratitude in it, like the small pockets of gratitude in even the bad things, or even just in the, it's just like that's like the ultimate faith where you truly believe that that God, like there's a reason something like this has happened. You get like there's a reason, maybe he's gone too soon or whatever. So it's like when you say that pockets of, I was like, oh, that's so great, like that's so cool, because it's a thing, like it's a very thingy. It's like it's a beautiful thing to be able to go through something so difficult, but still have the, I don't even know if it's the growth or the faith or the strength to still see, to find some joy in that situation. Yeah. But then even like the whatever, like us, I think we talked about it a while back where I was telling you, we're having a conversation with my sisters and we're talking about grief and how like loss and to honestly, like me and my sisters, like I mean, you to know us is to know that we've experienced like some of the worst losses, but also it has given us such dark humor. But we were talking about it at some point and we're saying people first of all who have lost someone really, really close have a different kind of emotional intelligence, that, but also it helps you build the kind of skin that nothing else can help you build, because it's like you said, you never thought you'd live in a world without your dad, and now it's nothing else can think of you, because you're like, I experienced the most scariest, the most hardest emotion.
I've dreaded the most in my life since I was a little girl.
Did I die? Now you think because you applied for something, someone tells you no, you're going to break down and thingy. Like there is nothing else that can break you down like that, unless a similar loss. But you have now reached. It's like final boss. It's like final boss heartbreak,
man.
Like
man,
it's like
final boss of heartbreak.
So now anything that happens, like we're talking about my sisters, and like most of our lives, we've moved in this world of nothing can, you get, like there is nothing. People are like, oh, you guys are so confident, and I'm like, nah. It's because you just move in this world with this thing of like,
what's the worst that could happen?
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, you and your siblings move in this world with like,
because it's really what's like what is it that can happen that is good? You get like the worst that could happen has happened. So yes, I think those are the silver linings. But like, man, I'm so happy for you. Like that strength that you pulled from out of nowhere is crazy. Like not everyone can do it.
I know. And my mom told me something when one of the days when I broke down, and she said, you know, Liz, in this world, as a woman, it's so unfair that you have to add as a woman. The world we live in, it's not fair for women. She said, as a woman, you have to use that strength, like what that pain, and turn it into fuel.
That's the only way.
That's what she told me.
I tell now for you, so you're a firstborn woman. So for you, you're like, it's like times thinking. It's like multiplied.
No, I swear. And to make it worse, because like me and my dad were so close that we used to have this conversation, and he always used to tell me, "I'm going to go before you."
Yeah,
like from the time I was a kid.
And I mean,
And
no parent wants
as a
to
parent,
ever think bury their child.
Exactly. And he always told me, you, Liz. And I said it in all my speeches. I said it. He said, you're the one who has to show up for everyone. Please prepare yourself.
So you prepare yourself and act accordingly. And you did, and you have, and you continue to. You've shown up. You've really, really stepped up to the thingy. The baby girl Liz that we knew is no longer. Now,
don't confuse the other gender, please. I'm still a baby. I'm still a baby girl.
First, okay, let me correct myself. I'm not talking to the other people. I'm talking at home. At home. Because Liz, while you're in nature, Joe, that's the truth. Because it was...
Felix is looking at saying it's still there.
No, of course it's there, but like you get like you had to like step up, like proper step up firstborn, because again, when you have someone to lean on for all of your life, there is no need for you.
Yeah.
And I'm not the kind of person who will ever tell anyone, but you need to be strong, all that. Me guys, if there is an opportunity for you not to be strong, especially as a woman, don't be strong.
Yeah.
You get. But now there is like you had that most of your life, alhamdulillah. But now it's like you had to step up, and you stepped up. You put on your big girl shoes
and said, "Yeah, here
we are," and you went. And as you continue,
there are certain things I look at in life, and I'm like when we've been doing like some administrative stuff, for sorting out my dad's affairs, and I look at myself and I say, "Kale, my dad is one who would be doing all this."
Exactly. But now you have to.
And I'm like, I wouldn't be lifting a finger. I wouldn't be even just thinking about certain issues. I would not be. And I'm like,
now you see.
Kade, my guy, you abandoned me. Because that has been all my life. And, my dad, for me, was that person of, he could give the shirt off his back for me. Do you understand? There's no situation I would be in.
That's a different kind of safety to feel in this world. And it's crazy.
Listen.
But it's amazing that you even ever had that. You get that? Because there are people who will never be able to tell you that they actually had that. So it's, again, I think that's also one of the things where like you're like, alhamdulillah, it's gone. But there was a point in my life where I felt so safe because there was another human being who I knew like, come and buy.
And to be fair,
I have my guy.
And to be fair, I think it's for me, it's the family that I come from. Like even same thing with my mom. Like I know I always have
your mom.
Yeah, my mom. My mom is the boss of all bosses.
Great. Like your mom is the woman I wish I could grow up into, but I don't think I will.
I keep telling her I want to be like you when I grow up, as if I'm not a grown up already.
No, like
even I was telling
I really wish, I really deep down, I wish the world was good enough for me to grow up into the kind of woman your mom is, but it's not good enough for me to grow up into that woman. She's too good for thingy.
I swear.
For us, you need to be a little bit crazy.
I swear.
To move in this world as a woman. But in a perfect world, your mom would be like the woman who would be like, I want to be that.
Yeah.
I want to be that compassionate. I want to be that
compassionate,
honest,
empathetic.
Empathetic. You get I want to be all, but I'm like, nah. I'm going to continue moving mad in this world. That's the only way so we can survive.
Yeah, so at least I keep telling myself, I'm like, God, thank you. Yeah. I've grown up to this age. I still have my mom, even in the darkness of losing my dad. I'm like, I still have my mom.
Yeah,
I still have my mom, my deputy mothers, my siblings. So
that's great.
So yeah, we're moving into 2026. I'm moving with that. It's like a knowing that everything will be okay. And to be honest, that has helped with my mental health over the past year or two. The realization that doesn't matter what you're going through in life, everything works itself out and everything will be okay. Yeah. And that's something I didn't have in previous years and in my 20s and whatever. And I think, when you talked about for you, you're not the kind of person to do new year, new me. Me, I used to be that person.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of person I can wake up and change my whole life, everything. I even cut off my hair and start again.
Delete.
Control, alt, delete. Yeah. I was one of those people. you know, but also because like similar situation because I've done so much work on myself on like I keep saying I'm working on here and here. Okay, and my pocket. Even this one needs.
Even the ass guys. I'm working every day, but
so yeah, those are the things like I'm focusing on, but like because I've reached that level of, I want to say growth, like internal growth. I've also reached that point of like just adding on like cumulatively as opposed to burning everything down and saying start again every year.
Yeah.
No, I'm no longer doing that. Like, you know,
Don't do that.
I've built a good, the realization that even in the darkness, it's been a good foundation. Like you don't build something with full knowing of how it will. Yeah. So even in the bad times, in the darkness, I keep saying I've built a good foundation that now I just want to add on to. Like it's such a strong foundation. Now I just want to keep adding on to it. So yeah, that's what I'm moving with in 2026. I would say I just want to keep moving. I don't have like set goals or resolutions, but there are certain things that I know I want to be. Like I said, last year was hard for me, but people blessed me so much in certain ways that I want to be a blessing to other people. So that's one thing. I of course want to be more aligned in terms of like my career. Like start to narrow down, like because I have experience in like so many fields. I've studied so many different things, but now I'm at a crossroads of how do I bring everything together to create like one straight line to align, bring everything together and align everything. So I'm at that point also. So that's a goal. I want to keep working on my health. Yeah, that's important because we're at that age. We're at that difficult age.
Time.
Metabolism is disturbing us. The age simanya of blood pressure.
What?
Sukari. So
metabolism has now dropped. That work you could use in 2 weeks. Now it's taking 4 months,
bro. So the back is paining you. Just move small like
you know. Now when you get up, you started making sound.
Sometimes even the canidas. So we're at that big age where the things need to be taken very seriously. And like for me last year when my dad was sick, my body was in a stress response.
Course, yeah.
So everything started malfunctioning. Do you remember every week
every day? You're like, over now my heart. Over now over my knees.
At some point we thought I was having a heart attack. My whole family thought, even me, we thought I was having a heart attack. I was not breathing. The chest was paining. The doctor said, Kale, okay, you have a problem.
Yeah.
There's something, but
it's not.
You're not having a heart attack, but there's something. I said, these things are serious. And grief can do that to you. Grief, fatigue, everything.
Grief. I keep saying grief is a chronic disease. I think that's the when I figured that out, I stopped moving. I stopped moving, like, you know how when you grieve and you're trying like, oh yeah, I need to move on, or it's time to move on, because the rest of the world has moved on, so you feel a bit guilty. But you realize, like, when I think we were talking about it last year at some point, and I was like, you know what, it sounds like what that sounded like. Grief is a chronic disease. Like you get flare-ups at any point in a certain way on a thingy. Because like I was thinking about the other day, January is a very, very difficult year for me, the beginning of Jan. And I didn't know what was happening. But there was a week where I would wake up and I had headaches the whole day. I had anxiety, that chest pain where you feel like you know, like when a child tells you my heart is paining, and
it's real, the heart
paining.
It's called broken heart syndrome. There's even another word for it.
Literal pain.
Yeah, but what happens is it's actually physiological. It's a stress response in your body. So the doctors explained to me, like there's a what is it? A vein or an artery. It connects from here, like from your heart. And that's why, like, if you've experienced, like me, I kept having radiating pain and my hand would become paralyzed. They
like
told
Izuno
me
Ngenze.
it's a real thing. But when they diagnose it, it's
Yeah.
called angina, where the stress causes the arteries,
arteries.
on the left side of your body to
interesting.
constrict too much because of the stress in your body. Because your stress releases
Okay,
cortisol.
like when you like the stress that comes from like those emotions, like
Yeah.
sad emotions.
Yeah, so it releases too
Bruh.
much cortisol and something, and then so your veins or your arteries constrict
interesting.
too much. So that's why it pains.
Heartbreaks are real heartbreaks.
it's
But
for
stop
real.
playing with people's children's hearts.
Haven't you heard of stories of where like a couple that has been together for so long, and let's say the wife dies or husband dies, and then they die like the next day? It's broken heart syndrome.
That's interesting. That's so crazy.
It's for real.
I am a Kobe. Anyway, guys, so I think that's the thing for this year for us.
Yeah.
But I think we still have. I mean that's our personal lives, but I mean I could for the show.
Yeah, for the podcast.
We have we're going to continue shooting. We're going to continue releasing episodes. We're going to continue working towards being better, doing better, bringing so many things. But most interestingly, we want to just come out of the screens and just like interact with you guys a bit more.
Yeah.
So maybe it could be a live show. It could be something like we'll just find a way to like meet with you guys. But I think then there's also more online platforms. So we're trying to see how we can reach you directly, weekly,
your mailbox.
more into your mailbox, even more conversations, like deeper conversations. We are always talking about like, oh, I read somewhere, oh, I saw this TikTok. We're about to start sharing those
We want to
things
share
with you.
those things with you.
Because Liz and I are always texting each other like articles, TikToks, Instagrams, whatever. So it's good. Like what we want to really do is now like bring you guys into the community. Like, just form a community where we share references for things or even discussions, things that we want to discuss, or if there is a topic that we've had on the podcast and are like, oh, this would be really cool, and it seems like you guys want to have more conversations around it. So there is plans. We are planning. We're not just yappers, guys.
Yeah, we want to build a very strong community of She Knows Best.
Yeah.
Like Afsa said, engage with you off screen as well. Meet up with you. And we're going to share more about how we can engage and how we can connect on our socials. Please follow us. Share, subscribe, everything. And tell the other girlies.
Tell the girls, man. Like for the girls, share with your girls, because I know there's a lot of conversations that we have that you're like, oh my God, like I can relate to this, I can relate to that. And then for the guys, I mean, I'm not one to say, but stats don't lie. They keep saying 100% women, and I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
But if you're the guy that shares, if you're like Makobi, who has been sharing thingy, me, I just want to tell you, if you share this podcast with babes,
Points.
Like it's like an alley oop. Like you're going to definitely score. Ask Makobi. Be like Makobi. And share the podcast.
Share the pod. Anyway, we gotta love you and leave you. Thanks, guys, for joining us again. We're super excited about this season and the year ahead with you guys. Expect to see more of us on your screens in person and all the things.
Yes.
All the things.
Thank you, guys. She knows best.
It's not therapy,
but it might help.